Hey Otto, how you doing? Terrell Royster, Big Gold Bell Media. How you doing today?
I'm good, thanks, Terrell. Nice to meet you.
Pretty good, pretty good. First off, I want to say congratulations on 3 seasons of Alex Rider. I mean, you always hope you get one more every time you do a season, but I'm very happy to say that you survived the COVID pandemic and got your 3 seasons, and we're finally getting more in the story. But first question is, how has this been all for you taking this in, getting to season 3? It seems as though your character just cannot catch a break. Like every time we end the season, it's like here's something else. So I mean, just how have you been taking it all in as far as like the character development and just overall the 3 seasons?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we've been shooting this show for 5 years, 3 seasons, and you changed so much in that time. But the show changes so much, and
Right.
the characters change so much as well. So I think this season is like the most mature that we've seen Alex. It's the most mature we've seen the show as well. Through all of that, I mean, yeah, it's a whirlwind, and it's a challenge that I relish, because I'm learning new skills every day. I'm coming up against, heavyweight actors who
Yeah,
who I
yeah.
admire and inspire me, and getting to learn from them and getting to just, play at work every day is just it's a dream come true, to be honest. It's very special.
That's definitely good to hear. You get to come to work and actually, enjoy what you do, not only as an actor, but you meet friends, even family sometimes being on a show for this length of time.
Yeah.
Um, Now we're gonna talk about, like I said, we talking about you're not catching a break. Without obviously going in the spoilers, Julia is the new piece on the board for this season. How, like I said, without going into spoilers, like how would you say just overall your interactions with this character has meant for season 3 so far?
Well, yeah, Julia Rothman, who is played by Sophia Hillin, is introduced in this season. And I think what's so interesting is, like, in this season we really truly don't know who are Alex's friends and who are his enemies. And Sophia sort of encapsulates that, or Julia Rothman encapsulates that so perfectly, um, because Alex is going to be tested to the limit in this
Right.
one. He's going to really have to choose what kind of person he wants to be, what kind of man he wants to be, um, and and then he's got to, try and save the world at the same time, or not. Who
Yeah.
knows?
All of the days work for a high school teenager, right? Like,
Can't catch a
if
break, like you said.
um, you were talking about just everything ramping up, everything even more. I mean, clearly the budget's here. And can I just say shout out to having one of the best intros to a television show? This is definitely an intro that you do not skip. And I'm like, no, this is definitely really good intro.
That's so true. Do you know what? It's so funny. I was just talking to someone not like 20 minutes ago about
Yeah,
that, about how that intro is so good, and the song by Sam Henshaw, it just stays in your head
it
constantly.
does.
So, yeah. It's great. I never skip it either. So thanks for saying.
It should be an offense right there just to skip that wonderful intro. But
Yeah.
you were saying everything ramping up. Now, obviously, you're doing parkour, you're hitting tumbles and stuff like that. I'm always curious as to, obviously, like from season 1 till now, what would you say the split is between you doing stunts and then your stunt team? Like, it's like 50-50, 70-30. Like, how much interaction, how much more involvement are you getting in your stunts here that we're in the third season?
I don't want to do numbers I won't do, but I will tell
Okay.
you that maybe in the first season, I really was quite keen to do as much as I could, and I did
Right.
do a big a lot of it, um, but I had to learn a lot along the way, and I couldn't have done that without the best stunt team you could imagine in Jamie Stanley and Danny Bennett. Jamie, who's my stunt double, he's been with me since day one, pretty much,
Right.
and he taught me how to take a fake punch and to choreograph fights. He's exceptional. So learning from him, amazing. And in this season specifically, I mean, I really did want to test myself on the physical side of it. I really
Yeah.
wanted to do as much as I could, and being an exec in this one meant that I was maybe allowed to overrule certain decisions about it,
Right.
not but allowed to you know, have a say in some of the more difficult stunts. So yeah, that was really special, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we can't have our talent or actors getting hurt. We can't have you out, for next season. How many more seasons did we get with so many Alex Rider books as there are? And I really hope it's so hard to get like invested in TV now because you never know when it could be pulled from you, and you get the story's so good, especially like I said, the way you have brought this character to life. I think it's been really really good. And like I said, I definitely being as engrossed in the books as I have. When I remember when your name was first attached, I was like, oh man, I really hope he gets this right. And you knocked it right out the box from me. Like the first time I saw you, like I said, once that first episode for you climbing the building, doing everything like that, you have absolutely killed it so far. I just want to say thank you for really bringing this character to life. I think a lot of people are happy actually.
Thank you so much. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, like that makes me so happy, and it's been a pleasure and an honor.
Well, that leads me right into my next question. How have you been dealing with just the overall reception of how many people really love this show? Like I said, love you and the character. Like, have you taken it in? Like, okay, people really like. I mean, I'm sure people just grab you on the street now. Hey, can I get a picture? Stuff like that. As this show has gotten bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I mean, like it's this the fan base of this show is so incredible because it's so wide. It just has, it's global. It's a global show, and
Right.
it doesn't matter what age you are, where you're from. It's just, it I think it has something in it for everyone. The books have something in it for everyone. The show has something in it for everyone. And um, when I meet someone on the street or in random places, I'm always just amazed. And so like my heart is warmed because it 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 means something to so many different people, and that I think is a statement of what makes quite a good show as well.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I mean, like I said, shout out to you and the rest of your castmates. You, like I said, you're just doing a really good job. And like I said, I really cannot wait to see more and more and more of this. I guess I'm gonna end it on this question, and then we can wrap here. But what? Okay, so for the people that have not, obviously, just this only, the TV show only. For the people that strictly read the books, what is something or given shout out given to the fans, what would you say is something that you would tell the fans that strictly watch the TV show about your character for going into season 3?
what? Sorry, just to confirm,
Like what to expect out of your character going into season 3?
Oh,
People
I
watch the
see,
show.
I see, I
Yeah.
see. Yes. Okay. Well, season three is obviously the climax, also the climax of this chapter of
Yeah.
Alex Rider's. Everything from season one and two, all the questions that have been unanswered, we're going to get answers in this season, and Alex is going to face his biggest threat yet, and you're gonna have to find out if he
Yeah.
makes it.
No,
But
no
yeah,
spoilers here, guys. No spoilers.
loyalties will be tested, and there might even be some romance. There might be some comedy along the way, but it's going to be a ride.
Absolutely. Otto, I really appreciate you for taking the time to do this interview with me today. I really hope that we get more seasons. I hope that, I said, I think season 3 is definitely the best yet. You could definitely see the work that you put in overall of this season. And, I asked about the stunt team because I'm like, man, there's no way some of the stuff that you were doing in season 3, that, I was just like, oh my goodness. That's why I was curious about kind of like where, because I mean, they do a good enough job, TV Magic, to whatever. But like I said, overall, this is a really good season. To all the cast and everybody that's involved. I mean, they really make this look good. Like I said, I'm really glad that you got casted here. And like I said, you fit this role really perfectly. Like I said, on that, what do you have to for the fans coming not necessarily next foot anything else, but just what do you have to say to the fans? Like I said, just to what is the word I'm thinking of going into the next what's next for you? Yeah.
What's next for me, or
Yeah.
what do I have to say? Well, do you know what? Do you know what's really difficult is the thing is Alex Rider is such a brilliant show and it's such a challenge to bring to life.
Absolutely.
Trying to find a challenge that is equal to that is really difficult. So we've got a couple of things in the pipeline, but finding something that is gonna, that is as rich as this show is really difficult. Having said that, what I will say to the fans is thank you so much for sticking with us through 3 seasons of this show. I hope you love this next season. I love it. I've loved making it, and yeah, hopefully see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Otto, for doing this today. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Terrell.
Have a nice day.